Hello, everyone. Didn't expect to see me today, I'm sure. Let's see. We've got our first people in. Slightly different format today. We're trying something new, so if there's some technical hitches, please forgive us. We're live today, both on YouTube and on Facebook. And we would like to start building up our YouTube presence a bit. So that's why with the way we've set this up now, we're not really going to be possible to do Instagram as well. I just want to quickly share the live feed. Yeah. So today's topic is island hopping. Why not? I've got tons of photos of the different islands where we've been and some advice and how we're going to get from one to the other. So that's kind of what we're going to do. I'm just going to quickly share this and wait for a few more people to join. So, so let's see how many people. Hello. So yeah, what we're doing differently this time is that we're actually using a piece of software which allows us to screen share and do all sorts of slightly more fancier things. But more importantly, it also allows us to actually put in guest speakers. So for example, if we had a guest live, we can invite them in and we can split the screen up. And that way we can, hi Dee, how are you? Let me just see how many have we got on YouTube. YouTube's always going to be a little bit slower, I suppose. So, hi Jerry. I think this, Jerry, I think this is going to go a bit better now. I think I've ironed out most of the things. Sorry you had to see that whole testing 1, 2, 3, and 4. Katrina might be in later, but she's got some other things to do as well. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you what we're doing is we're sharing this now between Facebook and YouTube live. It's live on YouTube as we speak. I'm just going to quickly check if that is the case. And we're slowly trying to build up the YouTube channel as well. So we're going to start pushing this towards YouTube as well. And so if anybody who wants to watch it on Instagram or is on YouTube, it would be great if you could follow us or subscribe to us on the YouTube channel. It's basically just search for Slainte Scotland Tours and you can see it there. But otherwise, I'm just going to have a quick ogle where we are viewers. Hi, Helen. How are you? So I'm going to look down because I've got camera here, laptop here, sharing is going to happen here. Things are going to get a little bit wild. I'm going to have to try and keep track here. Hi, Kim. Watch. This is cool. Watch this. Ding. Ding. Isn't that cool? There we go. So there you go. So just to show you, we've got a few extra little tidbits that we can do with the software. So let us start. So what I thought to do as a test today is talk a bit about the islands, show some pictures of the islands where we've been, the best way to go around. And I've got, because we can screen share, I can show you some of the pictures as we go on. Apologies if I keep looking down. It's just because I need to look at the screen here as well. Hi, Tom. Tom, watch this. Bing. Isn't that cool? Sorry, I'm going to be playing with my toys more than anything. So Anyway, yeah. So again, as always, these videos are going to be they will be available on as a YouTube as well as a Facebook video. So if you don't manage to finish watching this or want to come back to them, you know, they'll be there. They'll be there. So what we're going to do is talk about the islands. So some of the islands that we frequent the most is obviously Isla, Skye, and also the longer Hebridean tours where we go from the Hebrides north to south. Lewis, Harris, Uists, Benbecula, and Barra, Battersea. But there are actually some islands that you can visit close to home, which is sometimes when we just go on holidays with family. We'll go to the likes of Arran, which is really, really easy to get to. We go from from Greenock here, it's about 40 minutes drive to get to Ardrossan, where the ferry port is, and it's about 45, 50 minutes ferry over to Arran. So what I thought I'd do, let me just prepare a slideshow of some of the things we can see on Arran before I share the screen. There we go. Now, Arran is actually incredibly interesting. So let me just share the screen. So I'm assuming you can all see the screen now. So if I go to this page, we will be able to show some lovely pictures. I'm going to go to the map first, so give everybody an idea of where Arran is. If we zoom out, Glasgow, Edinburgh, we are on this tip here in Greenock. So it's literally just as we drive down to Ardrossan, where you take the ferry over to Brodick. And on Arran, we've got Brody Castle, you've got two distilleries, Arran Distillery, and which is at the top here, as well as the Lag Distillery, which is brand new down the bottom here. Giant's Caves, you've got the King's Caves here by Blackwater Foot, which I'll show you some pictures of, really pretty place. There's the King's Caves there, and the Machrimore Standing Stones. Now, you could realistically do the whole of Arran in one day, all the kind of main obvious sites, but as we always say, take your time, enjoy the places that are there, and it's much nicer that way. So let us start with some pictures. Now, the pictures are not in order, so what I'll do, just check everything's going. Well, yes, Helen, I was going to get to that. When I came to this country about 20 years ago, everybody always told me to go to Arran. And it's quite weird because it feels to us as if foreigners are not really pushed towards Arran enough, but local tourists do go there. Now, it might just be our perception, but we don't take a lot of people to Arran, unfortunately. But when we talk about Arran and sell it, you know, like I am going to today, you'll realize just what a beautiful little place it is. It's got everything for everyone. So it's got a castle, it's got two castles, it's got two distilleries, it's got mountain Goats Fell, which is easy, well, I wouldn't say easy to get up to, you need to be fairly fit. And obviously from there you get the most spectacular views. You've got some beautiful walks, you've got in the wilderness and in the forest, you get to the King's Caves, you can get to the Macri Stones. There's a lot of history there. And there's also, you can also walk all around the island and through the center. So it really is, as said, Scotland in miniature, because it's got everything that Scotland has to offer on an island, easily accessible. And in our experience, a huge selling point is that it's not terribly overrun by tourists, even in midsummer. It always feels as if it's a little bit kind of left to the side, which is obviously great if you don't like a lot of folk around you. So yeah, here's the Isle of Arran. And what we tend to do is we tend to go over to Brodick And there's the castle, and stay around the Brodick area. From there, you've got basically a ring road and one that goes through the middle. And let me quickly go through some pictures. Now, there's some pictures of us in there too, so I'm sure that's not a big problem. Let me just see if there's any comments. So, to open this in a specific way. There's only one way to open this. Sorry if this is a bit slow, guys. These were, excuse me, these were some pictures of close to where we were staying. One of the glens. Oh, this is a video. I'm not going to show the video because they're going to take too long. Do this differently. For some reason, these pictures are loading very slowly. I'm sorry about that. Jerry, the dishes are done. Kids are in bed. So yeah, all finished. So here's a wee video taken at the Standing Stones. These are the Macri Moor Standing Stones. And it's actually quite a large set. There's about 3 large set plus some remains of a burial cairn. So there's a few things there actually, and it's about a 20-minute walk from the car park to get here. Easy walk, or pretty much flat and straight. And that's my crew over there, as you can see. That's Catriona and the kids. Let's see what else we've got here. There's a really nice picture that shows the size of these stones. These pictures are taking ages to load. I'm in the lounge, honey. And no, but they can hear you. These photos are taking ages to load for some reason. I don't know if they're coming straight off thingy, which is a bit of a bummer. You should show yourself like that.
Sorry.
I wish I used my other machine for this. Trying to load these pictures and they're just not. That's what happened the other day, remember? I don't understand why it's doing this, to be honest.
Is it not working?
It's working, it's just that the photos are taking massively long to like come up. It's crazy. However, we're being laughed at. Look at this, it's just not doing anything. Well, because obviously because bloody plans and working. Oh, here's a, no, that's the one we're already on. I don't understand why these are just not loading. Anyway.
I look like what's that woman? Dot Cotton.
Dot Cotton?
Yeah.
Who's Dot Cotton?
this is like Billy and my
So here's another. Just shows you the stones. There's one of the kids standing next to one, which is one of my favorites. So they can see. I'll go back one more. See that there's a complex. There's about 2 or 3 nice circles here. And now we're getting a little bit of speed with this. Here we go. Where's the one of the kids? Thistles. Oh, actually, we are going to play this video because this is a magnificent walk. This is from roughly close to where the car park is for the standing stones. You get to the car park where you do the walk to the King's Caves. Wow, what a walk. The walk goes through like a foresty bit, and then it opens up with the sea in front of you, and you go down through the ferns, down to the caves. Absolutely spectacular. See if there's any questions. No, there's no questions. Look at this taking yonks. Next one is this. No, I think it's because the way we set up Dropbox, it's actually uploading from the internet all the time rather than having it straight available, you know. I think that's the issue here. Hmm? That's my eldest. So we'll just take the pictures rather than the video. That's the walk. There's some heather up at the top, and then all the ferns through which you walk. This is crazy here. This is what happened that day when we were trying to stream from this one onto TV. No, the streaming is fine. It's the pictures that are not synced. That's the problem. And I've been syncing them the whole time so that this doesn't happen. There's the family. I just want to get to the King's Caves once. Well, I was trying to go through these pictures because I'm trying to sell Aaron here, because Aaron is just such a lovely place, you know. It's not the machine. It isn't the machine. Not the machine. This ruins my plans. I wanted to go for some pictures of Aaron and Isla. That's not the problem. It's just not happening. Anyway, there we go. Katrina, have you got something to tell these people? Yeah. Guys, this is not working as well as I thought. For some reason, hi Kim. Yeah, I'm sorry that the photos are not showing. We've actually had this. I think it's because of the way that we use Dropbox to archive all the pictures. It just seems to that they're not uploading from the
Why don't you show your Facebook?
my Facebook pictures.
Yeah.
No, my Facebook pictures.
Or
There's
maybe
stuff in between there.
maybe they'll want to see the dodgy pictures.
Of you.
No,
True.
no.
Yeah. This is crazy. Yeah. So guys, that ruined my plans. The Catriona D says hello. Right. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just out of the shower.
Catriona, Jerry says you need to show yourself.
I can't show myself.
Yeah.
No,
She's making herself pretty for
I'm
some
not
reason.
making myself pretty.
You are pretty. Okay. Thanks, Tom. Yeah, it's a pain because we've got so many pictures and we can literally do virtual tours here, sharing screen, but for some reason they're not uploading fast enough to be able to actually fluidly show. So it just seems to be going around in circles. But what we can do to carry on for anybody who is interested, what we can do is what I was going to do was going to go from Aaron and then over to the Mo Kintyre and then over to Isla, Jura, Mo, and Sky, because we've got really lovely pictures of all these different places. And for anybody who's not been there before, if there were any questions, you know, that would be now would be the time to ask. So what I'm going to do is go back to share. We'll show you the map. You've got to say hi. Hold on, let me just talk to you. Here you go. Say hello.
Hi, everybody.
You're actually there, by the way.
Oh, hi, everyone.
Leopard print.
Leopard print. I look like Dot Cotton.
Who's Dot Cotton?
Dot Cotton from the EastEnders. The one who smokes all the time.
Oh, okay. So you're there, you're not here. I'll
Oh,
keep
sorry.
looking you. You're there. See?
Hello.
It's got a better picture.
I can't see.
You can't see.
There we go. Anyway,
Watch.
tour?
Ta-da!
It's not.
No. Isn't that lovely?
Can't quite see then.
They come up on the screen so you can say hello. Sorry guys, we're messing around. I know it's Sunday. But... See, I take over and it's all a mess. See that?
Yeah,
that?
he's rubbish, isn't he? Already rubbish. Corona hair, don't care. It's because it's.
You never said anything about your hair.
I know.
This just came out of the blue.
Thanks, Kim. It's just wet. But yeah, thanks for pointing that out. We've all got Corona hair, don't care. Well, it's not that. It's my uni.
Jerry, yeah, there was something like that. There was something about an uninhabited island that was for sale. Which one was it again? Wasn't it Call or something? Remember there was that story.
No.
It wasn't long ago.
No, I can't imagine.
We were talking about it.
There's things like you.
But there's nothing there, right? So it's basically rocks and heather. Yeah.
There were a number of things every year or two in the island.
Yeah. Usually when these pieces of land come up for sale, it's some communities that take it over and it becomes a community ownership, which is usually a good thing because the community does a lot more with it than the previous landowner ever could imagine. So if you've got a couple of gazillion in the bank, why not buy an island, put up a wind farm and put some sheep on there. So anyway, carry on. We'll carry on. So yeah. So what are you up to? What are you up to? So if we look on the map, one of the things that well, actually, I'm going to talk about something else. Well, I'll show you the inner and outer Hebrides quickly. But this is obviously something that you can do for yourself as well. But there was an interesting thing that I've known about. There's a really good video that came out this year, and then I posted today on Scotland Time, which actually explains the connection between Scotland and Canada, especially Nova Scotia. So it's not just a connection between ancestors having moved there, but there's actually a physical connection, which I'll get into because we've got time, because my plans are messed up. So if you look at the map of Scotland, you'll notice these inner islands here. So we've got Arran. Can you see my mouse? Yeah, you can. You'll see Arran. You'll see Jura and Isla and Mull and Col and Tyree, Roman Lake and Skye. Now, what's really cool is in this water here, between Mull and Col, and you look to the north, you can see Stafford and you can see the Coolants, which look quite dramatic in the distance over the water. So these are what I refer to as the inner Hebrides. And then obviously the outer Hebrides are here. Lewis, Harris, North-Uist, Temecula, South-Uist, and Barra. Now, what we could add at this point in time is if you look at the Great Glen between Inverness and Fort William, you'll see a fairly straight line that is drawn right through, natural line, and goes all the way into Ireland here. When you zoom out, you can see it a bit closer. The line goes all the way through into Northern Ireland. And it actually carries on into Norway. That is the Great Glen, and it used to be about 400 million years ago. It was a huge fault line. This was a fault line which already existed before the continental plates even shifted from one another. So realistically, that fault line is as old as Pangea. Now it's obviously dormant now. It is not an active fault line like what people in California have to deal with, but it was roughly the same thing. So this is a stretch of Earth that actually split in two, and one part is moving north and one part is moving south. Now, what is interesting is that these islands in between are also connected to that. And if we change the view to, now where is this? You're talking to people there. Okay. Anyway, so let me just carry on because I'm losing my train of thought. So basically, what happened was when the world was one big piece of land, this split up here, and that was an ancient fault line. And this was all split in two and drifted apart from one another over the last 400 million years. So realistically, this piece of land, Scotland, the Highlands of Scotland, the mountains of Norway, were all once connected. The Appalachian Mountains in the States, Nova Scotia, Scotland, the Highlands, parts of Ireland, and Norway were all once part of one of the biggest and highest mountain ranges that have existed. There's some geography for you for today. So there is more to just an ancestral connection with Nova Scotia and the Appalachian Mountains. Considering that's probably where everybody moved there, must have been just coincidence. So anyway, let's carry on. I wish we could show some pictures. Do you wanted to tell them something?
No,
I thought you wanted to say something.
I'm just going to chat.
Chat? Well, you
Chat.
can come chat here. What do you want to chat about?
Stay here. My darling.
So, is anybody in from the States today? From Canada? Can't really see. I'm just checking the chats. See how I picture it.
My French.
Mind your French.
Right.
What do you mean?
My language.
Why?
My expression.
I know them. I use it all the time.
My French.
Hey, maybe we should. Maybe we're gonna steal other people's pictures. Here. Watch. Let me do this. We're gonna be very naughty. We're gonna take.
Could you bring me in on this machine?
I can actually.
And then maybe I can share my screen.
From Georgia. If I'm not mistaken, Georgia. Should be on the same line. Let's check it out. Well, do is I'll invite you.
Invite me and I'll see if I can come on and go with you and see if people can see it.
So what I'll do is I will. B, do you have a German Shepherd? Like, I will quickly take this one to you. In Messenger. Oh my God. I think you might be right with this machine is probably maybe the slowness of the whole thing. Guys, we're just gonna get Katrina into the chat as well, so it might get more exciting. Oh, that's Georgia.
I'm not getting your name.
No, it's because it's not. Okay, there you go. So now you just accept that. Doesn't matter whichever you go with. It's funny. Kim, is that in the Appalachian thing? Are you in? You might have to log in. Ah, there we are.
Oh, no, like, you don't make me smaller.
No. Oh, yeah, okay. There you go. That's a wee bit small.
Just like that. I can't. Hold on a minute. There we go.
I can hear you. So the mic and everything is fine. I'm gonna use my mic.
Okay, so
You're on.
I'm on. So I can show you the pictures.
Can you see if you can share your screen?
Share screen.
Okay, I might have to.
Hold on a minute. God, let me just.
What? No, you just share the screen. I need you on so I can share the screen once you share your screen.
I mean, put the sound off.
What's happening there?
I'm not doing it yet. I'm just.
I told you guys today was going to be a faff around, so I really apologize, but we'll get there.
Put the sound off. It's an echo.
I think it's from this one, yeah.
So where am I sharing?
You should have like a little button at the bottom that says share screen.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, what am I sharing?
We're on a can. Just put it on.
What pictures are we doing?
We were on Aaron. I was wanting to share the pictures of Aaron of the King's Caves.
All right, okay.
There we go. That's my phone.
That's much better because, guys, I was hearing myself talk back, and there's nothing worse than hearing yourself speak. So I'll just share it. I just need to get it up first. And we'll go back into Aaron. This is the new software. It just means we can share. We can sometimes share a screen with you. And then maybe in the future, we can bring some people into our party for doing our Saturday night or whatever. Our ghost story night as well, instead of like pointing my phone at another phone. Let me just come back into Aaron. So I've got Aaron here. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and share this. I'll just take a few moments.
So, Kim, that means that you're connected by about 400 million years to Scotland.
He's just going to take his time. Let me just switch it off again. Right, I'm going to have to put this on.
Was this one on again?
I don't know.
No, it's not. Okay, people are waiting.
I know, but it's the problem is that it's not responding now. My machine. I think it's tried to do too many things.
Well, what else are you doing?
Hey?
What else are you doing?
No, I was trying to share the screen, but
Hi, Patrick.
I started to do things from. I'm going to have to shut this, so I'm going to have to come out and come back in again.
Okay.
If it will let me. Task manager. I think it's because it's trying to upload things to Dropbox for some reason.
Well, switch Dropbox off.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, okay, you do have Scottish ancestry, probably some primordial soup. I guess we all have. Wonder why these are so slow. I still haven't done a thing here. Good idea. I'm gonna switch this off as well.
And now,
Right? I'm gonna remove this one. And
here
then
we go. Hello.
so if you now share, I should be able to put you up. Ah, there we go.
Now the thing is, I have to do this. And just let me know if this is sharing the picture or is it just sharing the folder?
So far, it's just a folder.
Yeah, because for some reason it doesn't pick up the hold on a minute, guys. For some reason it doesn't like the actual picture. I hate you, computer. Everybody's just watching us.
I know, it's terrible.
Helmet, you're sideways now. He is sideways.
I'm sideways?
Yeah, you're for some reason your screen's gone sideways. Bizarrely. Oh, I got it. Yay! There you go, guys. Helmet, I fixed it.
Is it working?
I fixed it.
Let's see.
And you're for some reason you are sideways, Helmet. So
No,
oh no,
I'm
you're not.
sideways.
You're back.
What do you mean I'm sideways?
Okay, so
I'll share this now.
so I'm sharing my screen. You can see it now.
Yeah, you can see it.
So you can explain this is at Okrani, I think, wasn't it?
That's Auckland, yeah. That's the what's that Glen called though? That Auckland's in. It's
Was
not
it
Glen Rosehead. It's
No.
another Glen.
Glen? Sanox? No.
So
I know it's a bit slow.
let's add a video.
Let's add a video.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go through the videos for some reason. There we go. So
That's a Matthew. That's coming up.
That's
The first burial cairn that you get to.
coming up to.
them.
That's going nice and fast
fast
now.
Thank
God.
God.
no, it's because some of the pictures are videos, so that's why it lags. So I just click through the videos. They take too long. So this is on the island of Arran. There's another video. I took a lot of videos in this folder. There we go. Oh God,
There's Sash.
there's me in the duck. at the Standing Stones.
There's a wonderful picture where one of the kids standing next to the big one. It's the one I was looking for.
So this is the Mackie moor on Arran. So good, I don't know, how many minutes walk, like 15-minute walk?
I said about 20, but yeah. 15.
Yeah, about 15, 20 minutes, depending on how fast you walk to it.
It's a lovely walk though.
Oh, it's lovely. So you can see about 4,000 years ago, the stone circles were there. So it's probably about the same age as Clava-ish. There, that's Tristan standing next to.
That's the one I was looking for.
Uh,
Fair enough, it's small, but it's not a big stone.
don't know what Rowan is doing right there.
Yeah, she thinks she's hiding.
Let's have a look. There they are. And she just had her arm in a stookie. She
That's
just broke her arm a week before we went.
on the ice rink.
Video.
There's a lovely video. Actually, when you can load that up, the video goes
I don't
over
even.
the hill and then out into the
We'll
ocean.
probably have to do a special Arran tour on Zoom because it seems to go a bit better because it's not got so many people. This was in July, so you can see the thistles were out, and this is coming down towards the beach. Look at all the bracken.
There will be another video here.
There's quite a few videos here.
There's a really nice video of the caves. I think I took more videos of the caves than I did photos.
Yeah,
Yes.
it seems that way. Just try to get this. Quite a lot. Yeah, I think you did too many videos because I can't. I can't get it now. So that's that. That is Arran. Hi, Michael. As you can see, I was in the shower, so I was going to be doing some other stuff tonight, and it looks like I'm here. Oh, you were, excuse me, you were breaking up as well. So let me see what else I can get. I don't know why helmets. Literally, I think there's a ghost in his machine. It's gone sideways again. Let me see what else. We're going to show you some pictures of Isla. Is that the clan helmet? I'll see if I can get some Isla pictures up.
A lot more in there. Which we never covered.
Sorry, which one? Oh, Finlagan. If I can find my pictures first. Um, where have you gone? Guys, we have so many images. It's unbelievable. I just want to see. Yeah, we did all of Aaron. All the Aaron pictures for some reason are not very good. Let me just quickly go to Isla. GHI. There you go. So there's lots and lots and lots of Isla pictures, as you can imagine. I'm just going to open it, and then I have to share my screen that way. Just takes a few moments to load. Okay, so
I think we should probably just call it.
Yeah, probably. Are you sure? Did you switch yours off?
It's my, just give me a wee, I'm gonna try it one more time. These people just bear with me for 1 minute. So what I'm gonna have to do is drop the pictures onto my own machine,
Yeah, I think that's what we need to do.
because it seems that
I was
it's
going to do it
trying
from
to-
the other one there, but it doesn't seem to be.
That's fine. I'll do it from really quickly. Put them all in my desktop.
Michael, is it legal to use your phone while riding a horse? You're away now.
Yeah, because I have to shut everything down again.
Okay.
It just dies a day.
Weird. I
I
think.
think it's this time of night. Everybody and their granny is on the internet.
No, remember when you got that laptop, you set up Dropbox in the same way I did on the other one, which means that the files aren't all there. So it's trying to retrieve it from Dropbox and then show it back. So I think that's the biggest issue here.
And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to log in. I'm going to put a whole folder in my desktop and then move it back.
Yeah, you could do that.
Because that's the quickest. Otherwise,
But that's going to take some time. Well, it's up to you. It's been an hour of faffing about. Hey?
Yeah.
You want to go back in?
Yeah, I'll go back in. Right.
But if you move files now, it might
Yeah,
take a
yeah,
while.
it'll take forever.
Well.
So we'll just make sure we've got them all ready next time.
Yeah.
'Cause it's not.
I knew that tonight might be some glitches and problems. I expected a few less, to be fair. So I think what we'll do is we'll thank you all for your patience, and we'll get the files better set up. We might run another test to see if you see a test stream during the day or some odd time other than 10 o'clock at night. You'll know it's us just trying to smooth things out a little bit. So I think that we'll say good night. Hey, Katrina?
Yep, that's me. You can just add me in, I think. I'm backstage.
There you are.
Right, folks. So thanks for coming in, and I was trying to show you guys all that other stuff, and clearly it wasn't working. So we're going to have to do things in a slightly different format. Tomorrow we'll be on probably with this again, but we'll have it down a little better. And then on Tuesday, we're going to have another session a little earlier. It'll be on 9 o'clock because we have my virtual Outlander tour will be on at 11 p.m. our time. So that will be 6 p.m. in Eastern time. So if you have any questions or want to join, you're more than welcome to join me on that one. And that will be not on this, that will be on the Zoom platform. So hopefully we'll have all the niggles from this ironed out before then. So just before I go, thank you, Helmut. Do you want to just say thanks? Because I wasn't even supposed to be on tonight. So
Thank you, and sorry. So we can really say.
But now at least we know all the issues. If we want to continue this thing, we would really like people to subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch it on YouTube and or on Facebook. And maybe one more time we'll give a glitch, but I think after that all our issues with this new way of doing things will be ironed out. It'll mean a lot of good things, I think. It will mean that we can do more things at the same time. We can get other people in, we can get guest speakers in, we can share videos, we can share YouTube videos, we can do all sorts of things at the same time, and hopefully make this a little bit more interactive and intuitive. That is to say, if we manage to get all the little glitches to work. So thank you for your patience, and I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
sorry. Bye.
Bye.
Didn't realize I was still in, yawning. Listening to you. Anyway, bye.
Bye.